There was one truth everyone believed in during modern war. You do not break a nation's industrial heart from the air alone. For decades, military planners across Europe agreed on this rule. Factories could be bombed. Rail yards could be hit. Cities could burn. But an industrial economy, deep, redundant, protected, could not be crippled by aircraft. Not decisively. Not permanently. Germany believed this rule more than anyone. By 1943, the Ruhr Valley is the beating heart of the Third Reich. Coal mines, steel mills, power stations, synthetic fuel plants. This region produces the raw muscle of German war power. Tanks, artillery, ammunition, locomotives. If Germany fights, it fights because the Ruhr keeps beating. And the Ruhr is protected. Massive concrete dams, Möhne, Eder, Sorp, hold back billions of tons of water. They regulate power generation. They control industrial flow. They prevent flooding that would paralyze factories and railways. German engineers call them indestructible. The Luftwaffe defends the skies. Anti-aircraft guns ring the valleys. Night fighters patrol the approaches. And British bombers flying high drop their payloads and miss. For years, Allied bombing barely dents production. The rule holds. You cannot destroy an economy from the air. But in May of 1943, one man leads a single mission that will shatter that belief and stun Germany into silence. You are Wing Commander Guy Penrose Gibson. You are 24 years old. You already have over 170 combat missions behind you, an unheard of number. You have flown Hamptons and Lancasters. You have watched friends burn in the sky. You have pressed attacks so close that flak shreds your aircraft's skin. You are calm, controlled, and deadly precise. Your crews trust you because you never ask them to do what you would not do yourself. In early 1943 you are summoned, quietly. No paperwork. No explanation. You are introduced to a radical idea conceived by engineer Barnes Wallis. A weapon that skips across water like a stone. A bomb designed to bounce over torpedo nets, slam into a dam wall, sink and detonate underwater, where concrete is weakest. The problem? To work, the bomb must be dropped at exactly 60 feet above the water. At exactly 240 miles per hour. At night. Under heavy fire. With zero margin for error. Miss by a few feet and the bomb is useless. Fly too high and it fails. Too low and you die. The Air Ministry doubts it. Bomber Command is skeptical. Veteran officers quietly call it suicide. But the stakes are enormous. If the dams fall, the Ruhr floods. Power fails. Factories shut down. Railways wash away. Millions of tons of industrial output vanish overnight. You are chosen to command the mission. A brand new unit is created for you, Number 617 Squadron. You train in absolute secrecy. Low-level flying at night. Over treetops. Over church steeples. Over reservoirs that look nothing like the real targets, but must be treated as if they are. Men crash. Aircraft are lost. You say nothing. You keep training. Because you understand what this really is. This is not a bombing raid. This is a test of a rule the world believes cannot be broken. And you are about to challenge it. It is the night of May 16, 1943. You climb into your Lancaster. Call sign, AJG. There are 19 aircraft. 133 men. You take off into darkness. The route takes you across the North Sea, then down through occupied Europe, so low your wingtips skim treetops. At 100 feet. Sometimes less. Flak erupts. Searchlights claw upward. One Lancaster hits power lines and explodes. Another slams into the sea. You do not stop. You fly on. Hours later, the Möhne Dam appears ahead of you. A massive curved wall of concrete, 130 feet high, stretching across black water. German flak opens fire immediately. Red tracers rip past your cockpit. You begin your run. You descend. 100 feet. 80. 60. Your speed, 240 miles per hour. The bomb aimer calls distance using a simple wooden sight. The spotlights beneath your aircraft intersect on the water. If the beams meet perfectly, you are at exactly 60 feet. Too high. Too low. Perfect. You hold steady. Flak slams into the fuselage. The aircraft shakes. You press on. Range to target. 800 yards. 600. 400. Bomb, gone. The spinning mine drops. It hits the water. Skips. Once. Twice. 3 times. It slams into the dam wall and sinks. You pull up hard. Seconds pass. Nothing. Then the water erupts, but the dam still stands. You circle. Another aircraft makes its run. It is hit. It drops too late. Failure feels close now. A third aircraft attacks. The bomb hits perfectly. The explosion is massive. A crack forms, then widens. Suddenly, the center of the dam collapses. A wall of water bursts through. Millions of tons surge into the valley below. German guns fall silent. You turn away, but the mission is not over. The Eder Dam still stands. There are no guns here. But the approach is worse. Steep hills. A narrow valley. No straight run. Aircraft after aircraft aborts. You watch one pilot nearly crash into a hillside. Finally, a crew commits. They make the run. The bomb skips. It explodes. The dam breaks. A third target, the Sorp Dam, proves harder. It is earth-filled, not concrete. After multiple attempts, damage is inflicted, but it does not collapse. By dawn, only 11 aircraft return. 8 are gone. 53 men are dead. But the water keeps moving. Floods race through the Ruhr. Power stations drown. Factories shut down. Rail lines vanish. Germany wakes up stunned. If you find this kind of forgotten history as fascinating as we do, we'd be honored if you'd hit that subscribe button. We believe these stories of courage, sacrifice, and impossible missions deserve to be told. And by subscribing, you help ensure they aren't forgotten. What Germany sees over the next days is chaos. Hydroelectric power drops by over 70%. Coal production plummets. Steel output collapses. An estimated 400 million tons of water flood the Ruhr. Tens of thousands of workers are diverted from weapons production to emergency repairs. Albert Speer later admits the damage nearly paralyzes German industry. Hitler is furious. He orders massive resources redirected to defend infrastructure. Anti-aircraft guns are pulled from the front lines. Fighter squadrons are reassigned. All from one mission. The rule is broken. Air power has proven it can cripple an economy, if applied with precision, intelligence, and audacity. Bomber Command studies the raid obsessively. Specialized units are expanded. Precision replaces area bombing, slowly, painfully, but inevitably. Germany never again feels safe behind concrete and distance. Guy Gibson is awarded the Victoria Cross. He becomes a symbol, but he hates the attention. He returns to duty. He continues flying. In September 1944, at age 26, he is killed when his aircraft crashes during another mission. He never sees the war end. Of the 133 men who flew with him that night, 53 never came home. Their average age, 23. Farmers' sons. Mechanics. Students. Men who proved that one mission, planned with genius and flown with courage, can change history. To this day the dams still stand. Rebuilt. Silent. But the rule they once defended is gone forever. If this story moved you, please hit that like button. Every click tells the algorithm this piece of history is worth remembering. We're dedicated to rescuing these forgotten stories from the archives. If you want to join us on this mission, please subscribe and turn on notifications.